Assalamualaikum and sweet greetings to Madam Eti Farouz Zainuddin. My name is Nolia Nabit Abdul Wahab. My metric number is 9508301155600001. Today I would like to give an explanation about football. The title of my speech today is History of Football. Is it hard to live in the world without sports? Football is a sport that can be played by two genders, whether female or male. Football is also the only sport played by two teams with 11 players from each team. As we all know, we can only play football with only our legs, heads, thighs, and hands, but only goalkeepers are allowed to touch a ball with their hands. As we can see, football is the only sport that is so popular in the world. They do not use a lot of equipment, which makes it easy to handle the sport. History tells us that football arrived in Malaya with the British. As soon as the locals picked up the game before the country's leading sport, at the end of the 19th century, football became one of the central pillars of most sports. At Malaya, it was still not structured even where the Selangor Amateur Football League took shape in 1905. It had already endured proper administration and organization, and featuring all the states that made up Malaya was started in 1921. It was also known as the Malay Cup in the competition, but later it changed and was renamed as the Malaysia Cup in the year 1963. It has also been continuous since then, but not during the war years. The Football Association of Perak, Selangor, Negeri Sembilan, Malacca, and Singapore, a major football association, came together to form the Football Association of Malaya, FAM. Initially, the FAM was based in Singapore. It was chiefly responsible for the running of the Malay Cup competition. The annual tournament played along interstate lines was a huge success in the year 1933. Sir Andrew Caldecott was followed by M.B. Shelley, Dr. J.S. Webster, S.D. Scott, R. Williamson, and Andrew Clark, who served up until 1940 before Europe went into a full-scale war with Germany. Was the first president of FAM, A.R. Singham, became the first Asia Secretary in 1941. In 1914, control of the farm was moved from Singapore to Malaya. J.E. King was the first president of the farm. After the war, he was followed by H.P. Bison, and then Dr. C.P. Rawson, who served for 2 years before vacating for the first ever non-British personality to take over the helm. Tunku Abdul Rahman, the first Prime Minister of Malaysia, became the FAM president in 1951 when the football association was under Tunku Abdul Rahman. Football in Malaysia entered in the net space, and it took much bigger role than just being the backbone in the organization of the Malaysian Cup. 40 founding members of Asia Football Confederation (AFC) were inducted by the FAM in 1956, before it becoming a full-fledged member of FIFA 2 years later. Meanwhile, Tunku Abdul Rahman set the law for the game and became the main catalyst that resulted in the construction of the Merdeka Stadium in the year 1957. The situation became hallowed ground for all Malaysians when it was the venue chosen to make an announcement of Malaysia finding independence from Britain. It sailed on the birth of the medical tournament Pesta Bola Merdeka, which was to all intents and purposes the centerpiece of the independence celebrations. To be more inspired, the medical tournament has proven to be a huge success due to its inspiring similar tournaments, like the Jakarta Anniversary Tournament, the King's Cup in Thailand, and also the President Cup in South Korea. Then the Premier Football